Hey you guys, it's Loranda and I'm back with another video, and today I want to talk to you about when is it time to start expressing your needs to a new partner. So in my past life, I was one of those people that instead of expressing my needs and letting people know what it was that I was looking for and wanted out of the relationship, like instead of mentioning that I actually wanted a relationship, I would kind of just be willing to go with the flow of whatever that person was offering or wanted, if I liked them enough and that kind of thing. And I kind of, as I've gotten a little bit older and kind of gone through a few more things, I've realized that it's very important to let people know what you're looking for pretty much up front. Now, previously I would have thought, okay, well, that's probably way too early to just be telling people what you're looking for and what you want, starting in the beginning of the relationship or like in the first few dates or whatever. But like after a certain time in your life and you've been through a bunch of relationships and stuff, and you kind of know what you want. So instead of wasting a whole lot of time pretending that you're okay with just dating, or pretending that you're okay with a guy that maybe doesn't have a job or is not working or not doing certain things for himself, or pretending that you're okay with a woman that doesn't want to have kids, or just all these little things that sometimes we don't say right away. And then we find out, like, after we've gone on, 5 or 6 dates with someone, or, been dating somebody for 3 months, and find out that they don't want or can't have kids, or, maybe you met them and they had just lost their job, and like 7 or 8 months later, they're still unemployed. And not that, I mean, I get it, but right now we're in a good economy where jobs are supposedly plentiful. So like there's no reason why, in my opinion, anybody should be that long without having employment. So like instead of us pretending that we're okay with things that we're not because we don't want to lose people, or we're afraid that if we lose this person, we're never going to find anybody else, I think it's better to just not waste that time. Go ahead and let people know upfront what you're looking for, what you want out of the relationship. And if they walk away, that's fine. That means you freed yourself up to meet other people who are looking for the same thing that you are. I know for me in my past, I was one of those people that would be very hush hush about the things that I wanted and needed. I wouldn't express to people what I was looking for, what I needed to feel safe and comfortable in a relationship. So often I would go with my needs sort of unmet. And out of fear of losing someone, I would just go along with that. Even though there have been men that I have been with who looked good on paper, but I had no connection with, and I knew that I wanted like more affection and more connection, more deep conversation, stuff like that. But instead of letting them know that these things were deal breakers for me, I really, number one, hadn't established those things for myself. And number two, even if I had established them, I'm not 100% sure that I actually would have come out and told the guy out of fear of losing him. So now I think you kind of have to get to the point where you know that there's enough men out here that you don't have to sit and settle for things that you know that will not make you happy in the long run, and be willing to put that information out there and believe that the people that are meant to be, or the people that believe or feel the same things that you feel, will eventually gravitate to you. But they won't be able to if you're still holding on to people that don't have any of the qualities and traits, or are not willing to fulfill the needs and wants that you have, or that you need to feel comfortable and safe and secure in a relationship. So When is it time to tell people what you want out of a relationship? Early. Like as soon as possible. Like, if you know that you want a relationship to get to marriage, let the guy know. That way, if he's not interested in marriage, you find out early and you guys can kind of part ways. Pretending that if a guy tells you that he doesn't want to get married and you think that you're going to change him or whatever, don't waste your time. I've found that like once men generally kind of say what they mean, there's not a whole lot. Men are not like us where they kind of say stuff but they really mean something else. Men generally say what they mean. So like if a guy tells you he doesn't want to get married, he probably doesn't want to get married, and probably nothing that you're going to do is going to change that. So if he knows that and you know that early enough in the relationship, you can both move on and find people that do want to get married. And that just goes for any type of relationship deal breaker or desire or need or want that will make you feel the best in a relationship. So early, the earlier, the better. That's just my opinion. What do you guys think? When do you start expressing your needs? When is the best time do you think to do it? Should you wait until the 5th date? Should you wait till you've been dating 3 months and start expressing these things? What do you think? For me, it's like, okay, date number 2 or 3, or like if you meet somebody online and, you're having a conversation. Even I used to put it in my profile, like kind of what I'm looking for, like looking for real connections, I don't put things like no hookups and all that kind of stuff. Like I want to keep my profiles positive. When I have them up, I want them to be positive. So I'll tell you more so what I am looking for. I'm looking for a real connection and people that I can have great conversations with, and wherever that leads. I may not say I want to get married in my profile, but I feel like I make it pretty clear that I'm not just there for sex or for pen pals or, whatever. So just try to be as upfront as possible in when you're dealing with men and women with what you're looking for in relationships. So anyway, I'm going to keep this one kind of short. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will look forward to seeing you in the next video. Happy dating, everybody. Bye-bye. I can't seem to stop the video.